Alright, welcome, welcome. I am sharing it out, folks. In the background is our Armageddon theme. Feel Invincible by Skillet. So let me get this shared out. Hope you guys can hear it. Just sharing it out. And I do apologize for anybody I am stepping toes on. Hello, Shadow Press. Welcome to the show. I know, surprise, surprise, earlier show. But hey, I felt like it, so that's what we're going to do. Hello, JW, Mark, Chaos Atticus. Welcome to the show, guys. You got... Oh, no. Can you get Twitter? Anybody got Twitter real quick? You can share it out for me if you like. Thank you very much. Just sharing out the link here. Sorry about it. Just let me know if you can hear the music. I do have it as loud as possible. Just sharing it out some more. I do apologize. Alright, and I do apologize for missing some of you folks coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got lots to go over today. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Lita, for getting me on Twitter. Appreciate it. So let's just cut the music and let's get right to the chase, shall we? Let's go. Let's rock this. Alright. In the past few weeks, we've had a few newcomers to the show. And once again, if she is watching, please keep the language down to a minimum. Just in case Miss Polly is watching. She will be featured in a match later on. So, welcome, welcome, Polly. We have had a returnee to the company. Mrs. Kelly Black has been, it's an honor to have you back, and you're going to be in a match later. I have been told by Joel Quinn that there's going to be a mixed tag with him. He's not letting me know his girl, but he's just find a girl, and I just pray for her. So there'll be a new one coming in. JW Caliber, we've just signed him. Welcome, welcome to the show. And welcome to the company. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. And the faction games. Oh, hello, Brian. Welcome to the show. Rob, welcome to the show. Andy, welcome to the show. The faction games, the factions are getting there. Death Ride, you still have 3 women. I know you're working on one. Let me know, Shadow Press or Max Blaylock. I know you're heading the ball game and getting recruiting, so let me know where you stand. For fuck's sakes Inc., with a great steal this weekend, are now back in full force with a full roster for their faction. Eternity with a steal on For Fuck's Sake Inc. You still are waiting on 2 women for you. So that's where you at.
There's already things up my sleeve. There's already wheels in motion. There's already doors opening and closing. unbeknownst to anybody but myself. What the fuck is up, everybody?
Okay, you heard it here, there, folks. And the Dark Knights, I will let you know that we are also total rostered. And I will divulge all the faction members once they are all divulged to me. And yes, Crimson does have a new, improved update. I just received him today, so this is going to be exciting.
What is up, JW?
We do have some surprises today. We have I figured, hey, with faction games nearer and the mixed tags coming in, I was going to do some title implication match and a title match today. So, the next to last is like the semi-main event, shall we say.
Oh, you know it there, Crimson brother.
Is a 6-man battle royal. The winner of this battle royal is going to be the #1 contender to, I don't know who the champion is going to be, because surprise, surprise, Roger, you are putting your title up to the man that beat both y'all in the last 3-way match, and that is Mordred Nightwalker. So
wait,
Mordred,
what?
You got to work that surprise.
Tonight?
Surprise.
The fuck?
Don't let me push the golden button. This is what the fuck happens, dude.
Well, goddammit, fuck this booth. I gotta go get ready for a fucking match.
Well, get out of here then, damn it. So, yes, Mordred Nightwalker will be taking on Roger the Pirate for the Demon's title. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road, shall we? And in the first match, we have Lance. Now let me know if the environment is too loud for my voice. But as you can see, we are back in the Armageddon arena for the Armageddon Show in Omaha, Nebraska. Hello, Crushing Kelly. Hello, Whisper. Hello, PFW. And thank you for sharing that out. I do want to say that as well. And in the first match, we are going to see Lance and Riley. And what can I put them in? I mean, come on. It is going to be a falls count anywhere. We're just going to let these two loose and let's see what happens. Thank you, my goddess, my beautiful, beautiful goddess. Thank you for coming to the show, babe. I sure hope I don't have to play one of these. That would be one thing I wouldn't like to do, not push a button like that. Oh, we got already a $2,500 bet on Riley to win. Woo! Woo! I could put a poll up. Let me put the poll up. Who will win? Riley or Lance? Here we are. The poll is up. Who you got? Place your bets. First to the ring is Lance Romance. newest member to the company, and also a quite extensive good acquisition for Fuck's Sake Inc. Yeah, Ripper, you're going to be busy today, I'm thinking. Might have to turn that down a little bit. Uh-oh. Saddle Press has Mordrin's bag. Uh-oh. Some shenanigans are going on today in Hell's Gate, I'm thinking. Hello, Jose. And I know Brandon was running around here too as well. Welcome to the show, you guys. Yeah, he's going to work today, y'all. So he ain't in the booth. I've got the booth all to myself. Kind of like how I like it, right, Damien? You're gonna shuffle and get my drinks, right, dude? We're just waiting for Lance to get in the ring here and get ready. I know, he's already causing havoc. The show just started. And next to the ring is the man with 1,000 faces, Riley Wolf. And I do apologize, Riley. I do realize this is an older call. I have yet to get your new call, so get with me, dude, and we'll make that happen. So this is Riley Wolf. That's right, Shadow Press. Riley Wolf is part of the Death Ride. You're seeing two people from your faction there, Shadow Press. And later after the show, I will post the factions as I have them now so you can see who is factioned and where. I'll announce them that I know that are in the show today, but I will do the official announcement later after the show in the HGW Skype chat. But yes, Shadow Press is right. Alright, boys, let's get it on. Lance, part of, For Fuck's Sakes, and Riley, part of Death Ride, and these two guys always get it on together really good, so this will be an epic match no matter who wins and who loses. Now Riley taking it over on Lance Romance in the middle of the match. Matt gets up on the top rope and does the flippy stuff right onto Lance's back, rolls him over. He's already going for a pin on Lance. He ain't even waiting. Gets a 2 count. Hey, shiny boy, I heard your tank coming a long way. Hey, Carvilla. As now Riley still takes on the advantage over Lance. Riley is still going for a pin and doesn't get but much of a pin, but hey, when you got Lance, you can't sleep on him. Rolls over Lance, goes on the middle rope, bounces back onto him. Now he's setting him up. He decides to stomp on Lance. Lance gets up, and Riley slaps him in the face for a measure. Lance trying to punch back. Now he picks up Riley and puts him onto the turnbuckle and flips him into the middle of the mat. Lance just kicking and getting him upset. Now he's going to set him up. Elbow right into the chest. Rolls up Riley. 1, 2. Oh no, kick out at 2. Lance thinks that should be a 3 count. Arguing with the ref. Now he taunts the crowd instead of going after Riley, who is now recovering. Now Riley back with the punches on Lance. The true greatest of all time has arrived. Okay. And you're here too, Tiny, right? Riley for the pin. No. Lance kicks out at 2. And now Riley's discussing why the ref should need to count to 3. Gets up onto the middle rope. Does the flippy stuff onto his middle. Now going on the top rope. What? High reward on that move. As now Lance reverses or tries to reverse on Riley. Riley just reverses back. Kicks him in the knee. Picks up Lance. Picks him up. Dumps him onto his feet and then onto the mat. Rolls him over. And goes for a pin. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Riley Wolf picks up the win over Lance Romance. Yes, she is your soulmate. That's yep. That right there is a sign. Nice job to Riley Wolf, and I'm sure the Death Rider saying, we picked up a good one on this one. As now Riley celebrates in the ring. Next. What do you mean, Nightbot? Oh my god, Nightbot's on the rampage again? What the heck? Okay, I'm seriously gonna fire Nightbot now. Nightbot's totally fired. After the show, he's gone. No more. Sorry, Crimson, I don't know what you did or said or whatever, but Nightbot's gone after today. Carmella, do your thing on Nightbot. Whatever you want, it's fine with me. Now, the next match is, and I know Drum wants to take a hiatus, but this was already a match made previous to him wanting a hiatus. We will miss him as long as he is gone, but told him his spot is saved, and this is a match with him and Andy Price against the last train robbers on the right, D-Train and Matt Outlaw. Who you got? Place your bets. And yes, Drum and Andy are both of the Death Bride. And I do believe Matt Outlaw, yes, Matt Outlaw was acquired by Eternity, and D-Train is part of the Dark Knights. So this will be interesting. Very, very interesting. Nightbot time docker. I do apologize, Crimson. I do not know what that was about, but we'll figure it out. I'll fire him, fire him, fire him. Welcome to the show, guys. It's always a pleasure to see you. And up first is Price to Pay, Andy Price, and Drum Monkey. And this is going to be a Tornado Tag Elimination Tag Team match. Standard HGW Tag Team rules. And next to the ring, they are no strangers to Hell's Gate Arena or any company worldwide. D-Train and Matt Outlaw, the last train robbers. Alright, refs getting the teams together, giving them the rules. Let's get it on, gentlemen. And right off the bat, Andy takes after Matt. Drum takes off to D-Train. Drum takes D-Train to the mat as Andy takes Matt into the apron and down to the floor. As Drum still stomps on D-Train in the middle of the ring. And Andy is still working on Matt outside. Now Matt's going to get a reverse. Nope. Andy revert. Nope. Matt with the reversal on Andy places him into his knee. As now D-Train reverses onto Drum. Drum reverses onto D-Train and puts him into his knee. As Matt is still with Andy on the mat here. Takes Andy down. His Drum's stomping and working on D-Train's arm. Matt takes Andy back into the ring and gets into the ring himself. Ref's going for a pin. Andy gets a 2 count on D-Train. Drum gets an... There's too much going on right now, y'all. Woo! Drum's still working on D-Train. Matt is working on Andy, and Andy tries the reversal. And does on Matt. As both Andy and Drum is taken down into a pin. D-Train has a 2 count on Drum. Andy's still working on Matt. D-Train now working on Drum. Andy with some punches, but Matt reverses on Andy and takes him down to the ring mat and stamps on him. Andy reverses on Matt. Now D-Train picks up Drum over his shoulders, places him to the mat. Andy goes for pin on Matt. Andy gets the pin on Matt. Now D-Train has 3 count on Drum here. Now we're 1-on-1. Drum has been eliminated, so it's down to D-Train and Andy. Right off the bat, Andy takes a knee to D-Train. Wants the advantage quickly on D-Train because picks him up over his shoulder. Hey, Nacho. Welcome to the show. As Andy almost gets a 3 count on D. Yes, guys, you are right. They should have been in all rights eliminated at the same time. Their pins were exactly the same time. They were done at the same time. So yeah, indeed. As Andy now gets D-Train into a pin. 1, 2, and 3. Andy picks up the win for price to pay. So Andy and Drum win the match. Way to go, you guys. D-Train and Matt will come back. I am sure they are never down and out for long. They are never out. They may be down, but they're never, ever out. So that was a really good match by all 4 men in the ring. Hello, William. Welcome to the show. And Nacho, me too. If you grab some, give me some too. Indeed, indeed. Sandy truly, truly celebrating a win here. All right. And the next match is going to be a backstage brawl. I figured we're going to showcase the brawl area for the next maybe 2 matches, because we are going to introduce the hardcore title, the men's and the women's, which will both be done in backstage brawls. So this one is going to feature Super Stevie against Lady Devil. Who you got? Place your bets. Oh, God, you got some business to take care of. Whoop, whoop. Oh, no, then, Nacho, I will pass. I'll pass. You can have your coffee, and I'll drink mine. So, I don't know, Kelly. You'll just have to wait and see. This was supposed to be a backstage brawl, but okay, we're gonna start in the ring, I guess. Honestly, this is a backstage brawl. They decided, nope, we're gonna start with the ring area. Hey, I'm not gonna get into this guy's fights, you know, I'm just, what they want to do, they want to do. Your title match? Alright, thank you, Tiny Boy. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heads up. Oh, I hope they make it up the ramp, Goddess, because apparently they like the ring area. Hello, 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 Blaze. Welcome to the show. That could be. That could be, Mark. As Super Stevie, well, they decided, backstage, heck, we're going to just do this in the ring where everybody can see. As now Super Stevie with the advantage over Lady Devil. Hey, Bobs, welcome to the show. Kisses you back. As now Stevie takes Lady Devil into the corner there. And I do believe, I want to say this arena also has no fight zones outside of the ring area. That could also be a reason why they're in the ring. I don't know. As Stevie's still with the advantage over Lady Devil. Setting her up and pounces on her neck. Now setting up Lady Devil one more time. Now Lady Devil with the reversal on Super Stevie. Stevie says, nope, I'm going to take you over my once, twice, and I'll go throw you onto the mat, and there you go. Super Stevie with the knockout win over Lady Devil. Way to go, ladies. Way to go. And Super Stevie takes home the win today. No, Goddess, I didn't. I need to get with you and find out what they were. I'm not so. They were never on to begin with. I am so sorry, hon. We're going to have to work on that, aren't we, dude? Aren't we? Aren't we? All right. And this backstage brawl features 2 wonderful ladies that have returned to Hell's Gate. I cannot say how pleased, how honored, and it's such a pleasure to have these 2 women back with Hell's Gate Wrestling. The one on the left is Tiona, and one on the right is her twin sister Dakota. Come on, what is a brawl if you don't have sibling rivalry in it? So, guess what? I love family squabbles. I mean, I have a lot of them. We're going to put Tiona and Dakota in a brawl themselves. So who you got? Place your bets. My bet, the fan's going to win on this one. And again, I guess it is because of the arena setting. Maybe it's, maybe I do have to do brawls outside the universe, which probably will be a brawl tournament of some sort then outside of universe to get the hardcore titles settled, but we'll figure it out. As Dakota brings her sister Tiona into the middle of the ring and gets an advantage right off the bat with her in the ring, picks up her sister Tiona and places her into the mat. I mean, we could. I mean, JW does have a point, Nacho. She is wearing underbreeches. At this point, that's a win for you. As Tiona now gets advantage over Dakota. Now working on her arm. Tiona now whips around her back and sets her up, and no, Tiona's like, nope. With the reversal on her, fighting her back. Places her sister Dakota into the ring mat. Now taunting her. Ooh. Love these sibling rivalries. Now she's just punching Dakota. Thank you, goddess. Appreciate it. I know, I love the new looks for the twins. I love them to death. I think their tires are absolutely awesome. Is now Tiona is taunting the crowd, getting the crowd into it. Working on her sister Dakota. Gets her in a submission move. That's why I love you, buddy. Now Dakota's, nope, Tiona's reversing on her sister Dakota and places her face into the mat, gets up onto the top rope, gonna do some flippy stuff, gets a high reward on that. And setting up Dakota here. Rolls her over and puts her in a submission lock. Uh-oh, Goddess is letting Stevie into the closet. That's never a good thing. As Dakota now reverses on Tiona. Places Tiona's face onto the mat, saying a little bit of taste of your own medicine there. Because now Dakota is punches to Tiona in her back or chest. Now places her face into the turnbuckle. Gives her some backhand chop to the chest. Works on the arm and now kicks her in the head. No, Tiona kicks her right back. Tries to get an advantage, but Dakota has nothing to do it with Tiona. Works on and puts on a figure four. Locks it in. Just working down stamina right now for him. Yeah, like you did with Shulky. Now Dakota's up on the top rope, does a flippy stuff and high reward on Tiona in the middle of the mat. Now do some stomping on her sister Tiona, working on her arm. Gets her in another submission mode, punches her. If you're good, yeah. Nothing like facing your twin. Paul and Lita would attest to that one. No one knows you better than your twin. Dakota throws Tiona into the other corner. You could just tell Mr. Nightwalker he can wait. I will announce it when I want to. Tell him that's what he gets for not letting me push the golden button. Thank you, Damien. Thank you. As Dakota is the winner and knocks out Tiona. Tell him on my own time. It's my time. He's on my time, not his time. Thank you. Alright, for fuck's sakes, tell him it's a 2 out of 3 submission fall. Yes. Is that better? Yes, tell him that. Now he owes me to push his golden button. For fuck's sakes. And the next match is an Extreme Rules match. It features actually 2 people that have returned to Hell's Gate recently. Cougar Knight on your right and Mrs. Kelly Black on your left. They're both returnees to Hell's Gate, and it's a pleasure and honor to have them both back. And the one in the middle is a new member to Hell's Gate. I figured what better way to feature her on her own than put her in a 3-way against 2 wonderful women that will not only give her a challenge, but will also take care of her in the ring. So we have in the middle Polly the Vampire. Let's get it on, you guys. Extreme Rules. Anything goes. Have fun, all 3 of you. Fans for the win on this one. Thank you, Goddess. I know I always have the purple button. Thank you, Goddess. At least somebody cares for me. Yeah, we're just waiting for the load screens. The spinny circle, spinny circle, spinny circle. With the redhead news? No, that's what he gets for not letting me push the golden button, damn it. He's like, he even got the damn freaking match rules. Jeez. And first to the ring is Miss Polly the Vampire, new member to Hell's Gate Wrestling, and mixed tag with Mr. U-Taker. I have also taken her under my wing, and she is my protege, as well as part of the Dark Knights. Miss Polly the Vampire. Well, Goddess, I mean, what can I say? Push my buttons and this is what you get. Feisty Tiny. And next to the ring is the returnee, Mrs. Crushing Kelly Black. Nice new look for Kelly. I do like it this season. It's a very beautiful incoming attire for her. And no, Goddess, he has to submit. He has to submit them. He has to put them in a submission mode, not KO. Oh, wow. Everybody's picking on more drink. Oh my goodness, Shadow Press, what have you done? What have you done? And the final member of the 3-way is Miss Cougar Knight. And I have been given notes that she is a new acquiree of the Death Ride. Very well done, gentlemen, of acquiring Cougar Knight for your faction. Not so I love you, dude. I really do. Yes, guys, I agree. It's her own identity, her own thing, and it really does fit her character very, very well. I love her attire. Love it, love it. And I can't even remember if the rules are elimination or extreme rules. I don't remember, y'all. You'll just be as surprised as I am about this. Welcome to the show, Paul Firestar. Yes, I am trying hard to be unbiased here, but my heart's yep, with my protege, but I'll try to do this as unbiased as possible. Let's get it on, ladies. As Polly goes straight after crushing Kelly. Gets a 2-pin, and now she's, oh, Cougar's got a kick to Polly. Setting Polly up for the leg spin. Now Kelly is staying out. Nope. Cougar is like, nope, you're not just going to stand there. I'm going to get after you too. By doing the same thing to Kelly. Now Polly's sitting in the corner just watching. Cougar gets a 1 count on Kelly. I know, me too, guys. I'm trying so very hard to be biased. Polly gets a 1 count on Cougar. As Kelly now goes after Polly, and Polly after Kelly here. As Polly throws Kelly out of the ring. Now both ladies are outside of the ring, and Polly is in the middle of the ring. Now Kelly after Polly. Giving some kicks and some punches as Polly punches and kicks right back as Cougar gets back up on her feet. Polly takes it to Kelly, and now Cougar comes over to see what she can do. Kind of helping Polly here against Kelly. Sorta. As Polly's got Kelly. Kelly reverses, and now Cougar's like, nope, now yeah, I'm going after you now. With a hell of a move on Kelly. Polly is back into the ring, going to oversee this situation. As Kelly kicks out, and now Cougar takes back onto Kelly. Jumps on her back and puts her face to the mat. Polly picks up Kelly. Now Kelly kicks Polly as Cougar is kicking Kelly in the back. But we got a serious good three-way going on, you guys. As Polly jumps over Cougar, punches Cougar in the back and gets in the ring. Cougar now eyeing Polly up. Polly gets out of the ring, and now Cougar back onto Polly, throws her into the barricade. Now kicks Polly as Kelly looks like she wants to see if there's a toy under there. Gets out the sledgehammer as Polly puts her knee to Cougar, and the hammer comes on to Cougar by Kelly. Polly puts Kelly to the mat back first. As now Kelly puts, Cougar puts a hammer to the back of Polly. Just wailing Polly in the back with the hammer. Polly still gets up and still has fight for Cougar. As now Kelly comes to and gets to her feet. Polly says, here's the hammer back at you, and grabs and gets Kelly in the mix too as well. It's like a hammer with, indiscriminatory hammer. Rated E for everyone. Now Cougar's trying to avoid the hammer and still gets the hammer. She tries to get Kelly. Polly's like, I like this hammer. Wailing into Cougar at this point. Kelly gets to her feet. Tries to avoid the hammer and sees what else she can get out of there. Comes up with the chair. Wow, now both girls are on Cougar, and Cougar's like, okay, enough of this bullshit. Excuse my language, Polly, I'm so sorry. As Cougar now brings Polly into the turnbuckle. As Kelly comes back around, picks up the chair, wails it on Cougar. Polly gets to her feet. Has the crowd just cheering their butts off. Picks up her trusty hammer again. And wails into Kelly with it. Cougar kicks the hammer out of Polly's. Polly puts Cougar down to the mat and works on her arm. Now Kelly comes after Cougar. I'm trying to call this as best as I can. Polly has not laid off with the hammer on Cougar. As Kelly gets back up to her feet and comes back over to the mix. Oh, and headbutts Kelly. Cougar works on them both at the same time. Kelly picking up the hammer, wailing into Cougar's back. And now Polly whips Kelly, almost making it to the stairs from across the mat. Now Kelly places Polly into the stairs as Cougar is still laid out on the mat. Kelly working on Polly in the corner over there. As Cougar now picks up the mat, as Kelly kicks it out of her hand and goes after Cougar, dumping her head first onto the mat, hammer on the mat. Picks up the hammer. Cougar has nothing with that. Fights off Kelly. Now Polly picking up the hammer again, wailing into Cougar. And just has no mercy on Cougar with that hammer. Now Kelly on the head with a knee to the head, while Polly still straight up is just beating the heck out of Cougar with the hammer. And now Kelly picking up Cougar, plants her onto the ramp as Polly picks up the hammer once more. And now wails Kelly into the back with it. Kelly kicks Polly as Cougar tries to get Polly from behind. Now Cougar takes the hammer to Kelly as Polly just comes out to the ring. Now punches and kicks Kelly as Cougar wails on her with the hammer as Polly entertains the crowd. And now it's just the two of them just double teaming Kelly as now Kelly is placed into the mat by Polly. Cougar working the hammer onto the legs as Polly works on Kelly's head and neck area. As they both work on Kelly. Now Kelly has some type of fight back on Cougar as Polly flips Cougar over her back. Now Kelly is with another toy, a kendo stick. Wraps it on the back of Polly as Cougar picks up the hammer. And they both it breaks the kendo stick with the hammer. Wow, y'all. Woo! It's a good one, guys. Polly is placed into the apron as Kelly now goes straight to Cougar, who fights Kelly off. Gets thrown into the ring. Polly comes to her feet. Cougar places Kelly to the mat, now goes after Polly, who Polly now kicks Cougar down to the mat. As Polly works on Cougar, places her onto the mat, gets at a pin. Kelly's laughing as Cougar kicks out at 2 and rolls out of the ring to recover as Kelly places Polly to the mat. Works on Polly. Sets her up. Plants her to the mat. Now goes for the pin. And gets a 3 count on Polly, so Polly has been eliminated. So now it is down to Crushing Kelly and Cougar, who Crushing just automatically after elimination goes straight after Cougar. Rolls up Kelly in a submission hold. Will Kelly tap? And she does. That's it, folks. Cougar Knight with the tap out win. Very good elimination fight by the 3 of you. That was a hell of a match by all 3 of you guys, and I'm sure if Polly watches the replay, she will be a little upset with her performance, but honey, nothing to be ashamed about. You hung in there with 2 vets. Nothing ever to be ashamed of. Now this next match is another Extreme Rules tag match. We have featured the tag team champion, or should be tag team champions, another companies, Max Blaylock and Shadow Press. And we have teammates that have decided to team up once again in Hell's Gate. They are multiple tag team champions and companies worldwide. So this match with these two tag teams is going to be a heck of a brouhaha. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch the show because we have the new generation with the Death Ride with Max as well as Shadow Press, with the old veterans, my husband, Mr. U, and his hand-picked partner, War. Much appreciated, War, for taking up the offer. I love you like family. We have Hell's Enforcers, but they have told me in a note that they are not going to be Hell's Enforcers any longer. They're to be known as the Apocalypse Disciples. So we'll see. The Apocalyptic Disciples on the right, or the Death Ride on your left. Either way, it's going to be a hella ride. Hello, County. I saw you kind of sneak in there. Yep, War is teaming with Mr. U. Mr. U approached War and said, "Let's team up again." And War said, "Sure, let's do this." So, the once known team Hell's Enforcers are now the Apocalyptic Disciples. So. Yes, Polly gave everything she had, and I can't be more pleased with her performance. We will work on it, babe. We will work on it. And first to the ring is Shadow Press and Max Blaylock, the tag team Death Ride from the faction also known as the Death Ride. The leader of the Death Ride being Max Blaylock and his second-hand man, Shadow Press. Hello, Jake. Welcome to the show. Hello, Lady Devil. Welcome to the show as well. And now, coming to the ring are the Disciples of the Apocalypse. I still think they ought to be the Apocalyptic Disciples, but whatever. Mr. U-Taker on the left and War on your right. And this is going to be a heck of a match, y'all. We have the younger generation, like I said, and the older generation, so we'll see who wins out on this one. Count. This is not the time to place to mess with me. No, it's not. It's not. As right off the bat, Max and Mr. U take off after each other. That is a teaming there that they are familiar with each other. At one point, we were the mentors of Max until he wanted to train under Lita Nightwalker in their gym. But so Mr. U and Max have had training sessions together, so they're no unfamiliarity there. And Shadow Press goes right after War, which is what you got to do for War. You gotta work on him fast. You got to take them down fast and keep them down. You can't sleep on either one of these two, Mr. U or War. So Shadow Press and Max have a good faction teaming here. Working on them quickly. As Max now with punches to Mr. U and the mat as War gets in. Leaving Shadow Press to wonder why as now War's trying to get out. Has Shadow Press up over his shoulder, spins him around, plants him onto the ring. As Max was trying for flippy stuff onto Mr. U and backfailed. As now Mr. U still works on Max with a kick. War slowly had a 2 count on Shadow Press at that point. As now Mr. U is working on Max and his arm. And I'm really not too sure. Okay. Thank you, cameraman, for allowing me to see the other action in the ring. I appreciate it. As now Shadow Press is just punching the lights out of War on the mat. As Mr. U rolls up Max and places him to the mat, puts him in a pin, and gets a 2.5 count, almost a 3 count on Max. As Shadow Press is not let off of War at all. And now Mr. U is now choking and working on Max's neck. Mr. U very rarely goes to the top rope, but he's going to, looks like now. Come on, guys. This thinks otherwise. As now War and Shadow Press are still getting it on. Shadow Press gets into the stairs as now Max has a reversal and is working on Mr. U's arm. And now War is taking a kendo stick to Shadow Press's back. So now Max drags Mr. U in the middle of the ring, and Mr. U gets up. Now Max punching Mr. U as Shadow Press throws War into the barricade and comes rolling into the ring. Taunting the crowd, which the crowd goes wild. Max has got a pin on Thank you, Cougar. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I would like to have feedback like that, knowing if I've done good or needs improvement. I take all your comments to heart, and I'll see them, and I'll work on it. But thank you very much, Cougar. I appreciate that. Appreciate that greatly. As now Shadow Press is still working on War. Mr. U on Max. And now Mr. U plants Shadow Press into the mat. And Max has eliminated War. And Mr. U does not get an elimination on Shadow Press. But since Shadow Press's partner is down on the ring, he gets Mr. U into a pin. Gets a 1 count. Shadow Press back up to his feet. Gonna go for a toy as Max and Mr. U go at it in the ring. What could he be finding? Shadow Press just watching Max as he's being placed into a tombstone and is knocked out. And now Shadow Press right on Mr. U. Plants his head right into the table that's undone, and oh, it flips him up. Oh my goodness, Shadow Press. Wow. What? Woo. And he's working on Mr. U in a submission hold. Will Mr. U tap? I embrace the glitches too. I mean, they happen so rampant. You can't not happen to embrace the glitches every once in a while. As Shadow Press does a flippy stuff move on to Mr. U and has high reward. Pulls him into a pin. Gets a 2 count as Mr. U kicks out. Now Shadow Press has the table. Waiting for Mr. U to get up and move. Places the table into Mr. U's back. Now sets up the table in the middle of the ring. And I am inwardly saying, I don't want Mr. U to go through this table, but still gets the win. He's still knocked out Mr. U. Wow! Death Ride with a very impressive win over War and Mr. U. How will this play out when the male tag teams come about in the tag team tournament? That will be not in later in the future after faction games, but this could be an omen of signs to come between both the Death Ride as well as the Disciples of the Apocalypse, if there's a rival going on that could enter into that tournament. We'll see, we'll see. And now, as stated at the beginning of the show, this is a 6-man battle royal. Yes, I do realize that Shadow Press and Mr. U and Riley all have had matches today, and they are doing double duty. This match is an elimination battle royal to come up with the #1 contender to, well, right now, Roger the Pirate's Demons title. The winner of this battle royal will be the #1 contender to face whomever the champion is at the end of our main event. The participants are from left to right: Shadow Press, Paul Utaker, Riley Wolf, Mr. Utaker, Ghazi, and Demon Joker. These were taken off of the power rankings done with the game. So after the women were 1 and 2, these gentlemen were back to back in line of the gentlemen on the top 6 of the roster. Of course, Roger the Pirate being #1 and Mordrin being #1 and Roger the Pirate being #2. Those were taken out. So these 6 gentlemen followed suit. So that's how we came up with the battle royal for the #1 contender. Alright, goddess, just drive safely. Kisses to you, and drive safely. And if you're back before the end of the show, appreciate you coming in and stopping in, no matter how long it is, okay? And now I'm going to try to call this match as best as possible. Tiny Boy wanting to team with Warner for cross team faction team. Maybe. And first to the battle royal is Riley Wolf, the man with 1,000 faces. He is part of the faction, the Death Ride.
The following contest is a 6-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring from Dudleyville, weighing in at 237 pounds, the man of 1,000 volts, Riley Wolf.
Ripper. Rip, reunite with Jake. I want to see Boots and Blood one more time. Oh, we got a request from the bartender himself. Interesting indeed. The moves that we will see Mordrin do for the tag team. Be interesting to see if that could be one of the teams that could be entered. It's interesting thought, Ripper. Very, very strong, interesting team there. And next to the ring, and I did leave entrances on because some of these, because we've been featuring tag teams, we haven't seen the solo entrances yet, so I left entrances on for this so we can see that. Next to the ring, this man needs no introduction, but I will give it to him anyway. It's my husband, Utaker, Mr. Utaker, otherwise known as UT, the Master of Darkness, the Patriarch of the Utaker family, and the co-faction leader of the faction, the Dark Knights. Yeah, if you are a Team Crimson, I will get the teams, but not right now. I just wanted to tease it a little bit. But yes, all the men who want to team together, give me your team names, and I will announce when I'll need those team names. Just let me know, and yes, you will be entered. I do have both Aiden and you both requesting to be in the tournament, so yes. And next to the ring is the twin brother of Lita Utaker Nightwalker, the twin son of myself and Mr. Utaker, the husband of Crusher Utaker, and the adopted, or we'll just say brother, older brother of Tiny Boy Joshua Utaker, Paul Utaker. And Paul is also part of the Dark Knights faction as well. Well, we will hopefully get the main event in. My controller's on the fritz. And next to the ring is Ghazi, the Radio Devil, husband of Evil Salky, and the father of both Pipura, who is part of this company, as well as Jeff, or Anska, as he is now known. This is Ghazi. And he is the part of Eternity. We're going to have to minimize my screen here. We're working on my controller for a little bit here to make it sure that it doesn't go out. It was my cord. It's being a little bit feisty, and we just fired my cord. So, cord's been fired. A Nightbot's been fired. A ref could be fired. We're all having all kinds of firings tonight. I'm on a firing spree, it seems. And next to the ring is Shadow Press. He is the tag team partner of Max Blaylock, part of the tag team Death Ride and the faction Death Ride. This is Shadow Press. Well, you know, Nacho, I did hear and see that you did ref your last match. You did have very impressively. I might have to bring you into my office and discuss some things, Nacho. We will discuss some things. Indeed, indeed. And last to the ring is Demon Joker, a newer member to Hell's Gate Wrestling. Proud to have him aboard. This will be a good fight, y'all. Jake, a U-taker for the win. So we have quite different factions in this match. Like I said, I will announce the full faction list later in the Hell's Gate Wrestling Skype chat after the show. And I'm just going to sit back, watch the chat. and interact with you guys, because it's going to be quite impossible to keep up with all the action in this ring. I will try my best, but we've got Demon Joker on Paul. We've got Mr. U and Shadow Press. And Ghazi, of course, went after Riley Wolf. I don't know, Ripper. I'm pretty sure she's going to have a ref to play with after the end of the show. And we have already got an elimination. Missed who it was. It looks like Ghazi. Yes, Ghazi has already been eliminated. As we have Demon Joker. Nope, he was recovering all on his own. Paul's like, no, you're not. And Demon Joker now is taking it to Paul. Now Demon Joker works on both the U-Taker men. Paul's laying it in. Okay, now Paul and U-Taker were like, okay, let's make this an everyday Sunday event. As Joker just stands back watching it. This is like the U-Taker family dinners at get-togethers. Shadow Press is now working on Riley. Paul's recovering, and Demon Joker and Mr. U are working at each other. Paul's getting into the mix, and now Shadow Press is working on Mr. U. Ow! Mordrin with the 10 grand to whoever eliminates Riley. Oh, somebody gonna be coming up, some very rich people here. Riley with a bounty on his head already. Shadow Press working with Joker. We've got Mr. U and Shadow Press and Paul recovering. Paul hears his dad's, nope, decides to dump Demon Joker over the side of the rope. And now goes right after Riley after he heard his... Oh, and Mr. U's been eliminated. So we're down to 3 men. We've got Paul and Shadow Press and Riley. Shadow Press right after Paul. Crimson making the 10 grand into 100,000. So we have 110,000 to whoever eliminates Riley. And Paul right now is being worked on by Riley as he planted Shadow Press in the ground, and Shadow Press is recovering. Shadow Press is now working on Riley here in Mordrin's bet and Crimson's bet. Paul's recovering in the corner. Shadow Press is now working on Riley. Still working on Riley. Shadow Press. Oh, drops him on the top rope, but not over. Paul's slowly getting up to his feet, working on Riley. Nobody right now wants to dump Riley Wolf over the top rope. Shadow Press with the tombstone, and he gets blood. We've got blood in the match. Shadow Press has been opened. Now Paul's really working on Riley right now as Shadow Press is laid out in the middle of the ring there. Hello, Elfie. Welcome to the show. Paul is working on Riley. Riley is working on Paul. Shadow Press is taunting the crowd, yet nobody wants to throw Riley out for the 110,000 bounty on his head. As now Paul is working on Shadow Press. Lands him into it, and now was going to work on Riley. No, back to Shadow Press as Riley just gives up and watches them. Plant Shadow Press, and now Riley picking up Shadow Press. Y'all, we got $110,000 on Riley's head. One of you two got to eliminate him, or none of you come up with the money. As Paul headbutts Riley. 220,000 bounty. Oh my God, Elfie doubled it. Woo! $220,000 bounty on Riley. Now Shadow Press or Paul have to put Riley over the top of the rope to get the money, people. We gotta have, there it is! Shadow Press with the elimination. It gets the $220,000 bounty on Riley's head. As now it's down to Shadow Press and Paul for the win and the #1 contender spot for Roger the Pirate or Mordrin's title belt, whoever should become the winner tonight at the main event. And Shadow Press, no, Paul reverses on to Shadow Press. Shadow Press reversing on to Paul. This is a back and forth. Shadow Press and Paul work on each other. Shadow Press bringing Paul to the ring corner. Busts open Paul on the top. Now tries to dump him over the top. Paul fighting still. Will Shadow Press dump Paul over and become the #1 contender? Paul's fighting it, hanging in there. I got you, Alfie. Well, I'm glad you were lurking. Glad you were lurking. Paul plants Shadow Press into the mat and working on Shadow Press's leg and now arm and picking him up. What? Shadow Press was looking like he was going to reverse. Paul puts Shadow Press to the mat. We're still working on his head. Still working on Shadow Press, picking up Shadow Press. Shadow Press trying to reverse on Paul, having nothing with it. Paul looks like he's going to set up Shadow Press to go over the top rope, but will he throw him over? And he does! The winner of the 6-man Rumble is Paul Utaker. He will be taking on whomever is the champion at the end of the next match and the main event. And that will be at our next show or two. I haven't decided when. Paul can get to me as well and see when he would like to. The champion, who is the champion after the main event, can get with me as well, and we'll work out the deals and the stipulations to Paul's #1 contender match. And now the main event. We have Mordrin Nightwalker going up against Roger the Pirate, who is the Demons champion. Mordrin won the right to become the first shot at Roger the Pirate in a 3-man with him, Shadow Press, and Roger the Pirate. If Shadow Press or Mordrin won the 3-way, they would become the #1 contender. If Roger the Pirate won, then he would retain his belt, and the two, Mordrin and Shadow Press, would face each other. Mordrin won that 3-way, and he goes against Roger the Pirate tonight. Jake, there are times, dude. Really, Jake? Oh my god. Oh, it broke Tiny. That broke Tiny. This is a 2 out of 3 submissions match for the Demons title of Hell's Gate Wrestling. First into the ring, this man needs no introduction, but damn it, he's going to get one anyway. The man, the myth, the legend, the leader of the faction Eternity, Mr. Mordrin Nightwalker. All respect to him. All respect to him. And there you see the patriarch of the Nightwalker clan in the ring, ready for his opponent, who is coming out now. The current men's demon title holder, Roger the Pirate, who is a new member to our company, and it's a darn good, glad pleasure to have my dear friend Roger the Pirate here on Hell's Gate Wrestling with us. It is so glad to see. Another one, Matt! Oh my god! Matt! Oh my gosh, you too! Whoa, yo! Long John. Why am I now craving Long John Silver's? Darn it, you guys! Stop! No, Jake! But that's exactly what I'm craving right now! Shrimp, fish, and chips! Oh my god, you guys are nuts. I love you. I love my roster. I love it. Broken Tiny. I'm just gonna put it here in the chat. Oh god. Oh my god, Elfie. No, not you too. Oh my god. Oh my god, the SpongeBob SquarePants reject. No, I can't take anymore. I'm dead. Oh my god.
Introducing the challenger from Norfolk, Virginia, weighing
I'm sorry. No, Jake, it would not be a car. He's a pirate, not a gangster. Oh my god. That's how I love you. I can't. Oh god. I'm gonna try. And right off the bat, Mordred takes off the Mordred with punches to Roger and takes him down already in the corner and doesn't lay up with some kicks. Oh god, I am so broken right now. As Mordred now taunts the crowd and gets the crowd more into it, gets up onto the top rope to do some flippy stuff, and does a high reward and plants an elbow right into Roger's head. Remember, this is 2 out of 3 false submissions. Oh my goodness, you guys, I can't look at the chat or I'm gonna die again. As Mordred has not leapt up of Roger at all. As he picks up Roger. I know Roger trying to reverse but doesn't have anything. Now he reverses with an elbow into Mordred's. Now he works on Mordred, picks him up, plants him into the mat in the corner. Oh god. And now Mordred back over onto Roger, flips him over the rope, now punches him. Roger comes back into the ring. Mordred still works on him. Mordred working on the arm. Plants Roger back onto the mat. As now Mordred is still got the advantage over Roger a little bit. Plants Roger into the mat. Working on and kicking him and punching Roger. Just wearing him down at this point so he can get the 2 out of 3 falls quicker. He knows if he works on and he has him in a submission match already. Will he get Roger to tap? No, Roger pulls out and fights out. As Mordred now is picked up over and planted onto the top rope by Roger. Now Roger putting the boots to Mordred. Mordred fights out though. He now gets Mordred into, rolls him over. Picks up Roger. Does some more punches to him. Just right now trying to wear him down. As Roger throws Mordred into the corner. Works with his elbow onto Mordred and knocks him down on the mat. Lifts Mordred over his shoulder. Plants him face down into the mat. Picks him back up. Plants Mordred back onto the middle of the mat. Now working with Mordred, has him in a submission. Well, he gets Mordred and get the first submission fall here. Mordred is looking like he's trying to fight it off. And Roger does let him go. Now Roger up to the top rope. Misses with the high reward as Mordred moves and now right on Roger. Roger with some punches to Mordred. Mordred evades and kicks Roger as he hits the ground. Mordred working with Roger. Has him and plants him on the top rope. Puts him onto the mat. Now he looks like he's going to go back up to the top rope. Will he reward this time? Yes, he does. He has high reward on that move. Now he rolls up Roger, another submission. Will he get the first submission pin? Roger's looking like he's fighting it. That Mordred has to let go. Goes back up to the top rope. Egging Roger to get back on his feet. And high flippy stuff onto Roger's head. Now plants a boot to his face and some working on his legs with some kicks. Still working on Roger with some kicks. Now he looks like he's ready to knock his ass out with a chin check. Still working over Roger. Now picking up Roger, still working on some punches, and now has him in a neck. Whoa, guy has him in a neck submission. Rope break. Oh my God, I am gonna so die. I have rope breaks on, y'all. Oh my goodness, I am so gonna die. Mordred is so gonna kill me. I'm dead. I'm dead, that's it. Roger still working with... Now Mordred with the reversal. I could have sworn those rope breaks were off though. This was a custom match. I'm going to have to go through my custom matches to find out. Because this is a custom made match that's supposed to have rope breaks off. Now Mordred still with the advantage over Roger. Working on his head and legs. As Roger reverses with the kick onto Mordred, placing Mordred on the mat. He's taunting the crowd to get the crowd going, but Mordred is sneaking up, waiting for his move, and he does. Throws Roger into the corner, picks him up, puts him on the top rope, and starts wailing at him. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Crimson. Thank you. As that doesn't help that he's going to kill me, though. Roger now reverses on Mordred. Now Roger with the boots to Mordred, puts Mordred in a submission move. Will he get the first submission pin? Mordrin's fighting it. He has not tapped yet. Fights out, and Roger has to give up the hold. Still with the advantage on Mordrin, though. Picks up Mordrin. Mordrin reversals. Places Roger on the mat. Sets him up. Puts a boot to him. Rolls him up into the submission move again. Taunts the crowd instead of going right to the submission. He wants to chin check him again, which he does. At this point, it's just wearing down Roger some more. Now he does the street East Coast shuffle there. With some more boots and punches to Roger's head. Goes up to the middle rope. Egging Roger to step up. Oh, it misses because Roger moves out of the way. As Roger now grabs Mordrin and throws him out of the ring. Now they're outside of the ring. As Mordrin is now lifted over Roger's shoulders and placed into the apron's corner. Now rolled up. Gonna roll him up. Puts him in a submission, but I don't think you guys are gonna be able to submit him outside the ring. It has to be in the ring. Roger now with punches to Mordrin and knocks him out and makes him bleed once again. We have blood in the show. Now Mordrin on top of Roger, just punching the daylights out of him. Picks up Roger and gets into the ring. Because he knows submissions have to be in the ring. Now right on Roger from the get-go. Puts him on the top rope. Still punching him. Punches Roger. Puts some boots to Roger. Now gets Roger into a submission pin. Will he get the first submission pin? That's it. Roger has tapped. Mordrin is 1-0 over Roger the Pirate. Roger's going after Mordrin now. He's gonna set him up. No, Mordrin with the reversal. Actually, Ripper, his attire is based on the Pirates of Penzance musical. I will give you that, yes. I did indeed base much of his attire on the Pirates of Penzance. That is one of my favorite musicals. And Mordrin taps, so it's 1-1, y'all. The next submission will be the winner. Roger has Mordrin over his shoulder, now setting up Mordrin again. Plants Mordrin back into the middle of the mat. Picks up Mordrin, showing his strength here. And just levels him down to the mat, face first. Now he's going up to the top rope. High reward on that elbow smash into his neck. Now taunting the crowd when he should be going for the submission pin here. Shows his newness. And Mord, being the vet, gets the reversal finally on Roger and works on Roger here with some boots, setting him up. Still working on Roger with a lot of punches. Roger tries to reverse but does not. Mort still working on Roger. Still working with him with some knees to the midsection. Lands him to the mat. Works him with some boots. Now rolls him up into a submission. Will Roger tap? Will we see a new champion here? Yes, we do. That's it. Mordred Nightwalker takes the 2 out of 3 falls and becomes your new Hell's Gate Wrestling Demons Champion.
Here is your winner and new World Mass Champion.
Way to go, both gentlemen. Way to go. Mordred showing the veteran in him, and the leader and founder of Eternity shows Eternity what they are going to be in for. I am sure this is not the last gold we will see for Eternity faction, but other factions will have their say on the matter. And again, here's your new Demons World title holder, Mordred Nightwalker. And again, that was your main event. I will be, like I said, announcing the full factions as I have them in the Skype chat right after I go off the air. I do have your list. And yes, if you do have bona fide tag teams, don't worry. When faction games go on, I will announce this. Faction games will be probably within the next 3 weeks, if not later. It'll depend on the mixed tags. I'm waiting on 2 ladies, 2 new ladies that have announced they want to become part of the show. So once they are joined and in the company, and the mixed tag team tournament will then follow suit and end. Once that mixed tag tournament ends, then the faction games then will presume, and the rules will be the tag teams and G6 teams, mixed tags, will be only in your faction. So rules like that will come later. Thank you all for stopping by. Elfie, Ripper, Crimson, Blaze. Holy shit, y'all. What in the hell? I just got word after I was doing those announcements that Mordred just got speared and laying on the mat holding his ribs. What in the hell? Oh shit, I just saw Damien just produced me the tapes. It looks like Shadow Press looks like was untoo pleased, and he was the one that laid Mordred out. Well, y'all, this is going to play into a lot of matches coming up. Indeed, Shadow Press claiming in his stock in the Demons title. See how this will play out. But thank you all for showing up. Thank you, MSW, for showing up. All y'all, thank you very much. It was my pleasure to put the show on. I know it was a surprise, a little bit earlier than usual, a different day than usual, but I'm happy that you stopped by. I'll see you later, and as Mord would say, peace out, motherfucker. Night, y'all. Wow.